Hello and welcome to Beatmatch, where we showcase the places to be and artists to see in Melbourne's thriving music scene. I'm your host, Jaden, and we have got a super exciting show for you today, with an inside scoop at the touring festival Wildlands, and of course, Don't Be That Guy. We're also joined by special guest Aaron Cashin, a Geelong-based artist who has just about done it all, and of course, our Beatmatch Guide to Melbourne. Now, for those of you who are still exploring their music tastes, it doesn't get much better than a music festival to serve you up a smorgasbord of sounds. With hundreds of different acts, options for camping and locations all around the country, it can seem overwhelming. To help clear the confusion and get you ready for an amazing time, our friend Satine got to chatting with Kira Landers, a recent festival promoter who's got the inside scoop on Wildlands Festival.
All right, so let's get stuck into it. So please tell us about your experience with Wildlands.
Oh God, it was so surreal. There were a lot of moments that I always go back to, like that one singular part where the artist played this drop and Tetranada played at sunset. There were a lot of light shows as well towards the end of it. They were just spectacular. Like Bicep did this whole imagery on the whole roof in the undercover part, and it was just amazing. It was just nice to be in that moment again.
How did you come about your role and what did you do?
Because I brought tickets to Wildlands a few years ago, I kind of just became part of their mailing list. And last year they asked if anyone would be interested in promoting the tickets. So I went ahead and did it. They also offered me like a position to content create and capture on the day. My advice, bring a reusable drink bottle. It's so annoying to think about carrying around a water bottle, but it's even more annoying to get sunstroke. So...
Oh, wow. Thank you, Kira. That was great to hear about how you can have an amazing festival experience and definitely some great tips for your next festival. Now, as most of you know, people can get a little bit excited about going out. You know, it's the weekend, work's finished, you can almost smell the mischief. But sometimes people push the envelope a little too far, which in just about all cases puts a stain on your night or somebody else's. All I'm trying to say is, don't be that guy.
Not tonight, brother. G'day, guys. Welcome back to another Safari at Zoom nightclub. Let's see what's going on over here.
I know the owner. You have to let me in, mate. Come on.
Mate, call him. He's not coming. Get out of the
Please, nah, we're close.
You know the owner. He knows the owner. Yeah, right.
I've known him from high school.
Hello. Hey, how's your night? What do you think of the new DJ? He hasn't had that much.
He's got my drink, man.
He did? I don't think you need another. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. There's a lot of loose units out tonight. Let's hope we don't bump it anymore. Hey, how's it going? Okay. Oh my goodness. That's just. Let's go.
Well, there you go. In all seriousness, it is important to look after yourself on a night out. Don't be afraid to pace yourself and mix in a few waters in between. It's always better to get to the end of your night than not at all. Now, it's time for the Beatmatch Guide to Melbourne, breaking down the geography of our lovely city and what groovy sounds it has to offer. We're giving Melbourne a broad covering to let you know what to find wherever you go. Melbourne CBD is the most accessible place to find venues with a broader variety of music. Try venues such as Tram for house grooves or XC54 for hard dance and techno. Expect larger crowds and a fun atmosphere. Also check out Dove Club for some harder house. Bring comfy shoes. Southeast Melbourne is Chapel Street, a premier destination for nightlife in Melbourne. It is always buzzing thanks to venues such as the world-renowned Revolver Upstairs, famous for hosting Melbourne's best DJs and international artists just about non-stop all weekend. For a funkier approach, head around the corner to 161. Expect groovy house and disco with booths and couches for chatting with friends. Melbourne's northwest is also a great place for music. Around Fitzroy, try Glamorama, providing strong Melbourne talent alongside funky decor and drinks for good vibes all night. Over to Collingwood, try venues like New Guernica, a staple in Melbourne's nightlife scene. With selections of techno and its subgenres, all the way from acid to melodic, definitely a venue for a more ravey experience. Well, there you have it. Hopefully our guide to Melbourne has put a few new venues on your radar for your next night out. Now, I'm very pleased to be introducing our guest for the show today. Operating under the alias Frank Moss, our guest Aaron Cashin has done it all. His enthusiasm for progressive and organic house has seen him amass an incredible resume, from running a myriad of successful events, owning and operating Bloom nightclub in Geelong, supporting huge international acts, and playing at some of the best venues and festivals Australia has to offer. Please give a warm welcome to Aaron Cashin. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Marvellous. So, thank you for joining us on the show. Tell us, what started your musical journey?
I guess I was very heavily influenced by my dad. He was a guitarist in a rock band when I was yay high. And from there, just, the inspiration flowed and I developed my taste into what it is today.
Amazing. Speaking of that taste, I know you play progressive and organic house. For our audience who may not have heard that before, how would you describe it and why do you like it so much?
It's a bit of a journey. It's a hypnotic groove that is quite repetitive, but at the same time, there's so many layers in that style of music that it never gets old. And I just love it. I'm very drawn to it.
Oh, amazing. And I know you run events as well. How was it running your first event and what's the journey taking you so far?
Well, my first event, I started off helping out some promoters. And from there, I just got heavily involved, loved every bit of the process. And about 6 weeks in, I was running the show. 6 months later, I ended up buying the event. And the rest is history.
There you go. Oh, amazing. What's been one of your favourite events that you've ever played?
I'd have to say it was my own event that I ran with my favourite DJ in the world, Guy J. I got to warm up for him and that was really special.
Oh, that's amazing. It doesn't get better than that. What about a dream gig? What would be something you'd be just like, yes, I'm so stoked I've done this?
Well, my favourite party I've ever been to is Rainbow Serpent in Victoria. It's a big festival. I've been 9 times and to be able to play that festival would be a dream come true.
Yep. Oh, my goodness. And also for our audience who might be curious about what to check out artist-wise for progressive and organic house, who are some artists that you're listening to and they should definitely have a look at?
There's actually this artist from Argentina called Polo. I've been really resonating with his stuff lately. Listened to him for the last year and he's just developed so quickly even in that year. It's a good mix of progressive house, melodic, tech house, and it's just got amazing drum and percussion.
Oh, fantastic. And so when you're talking about the journey with your music, what's the difference between a dance floor where everyone's up and dancing and having a crazy time and something where it's a little bit more soulful and the vibe is just really gently kind of raising? Is it a different experience?
For sure. I think there's so many different ways to create a journey in a set. But the journey that I like to get involved in is definitely a hypnotic kind of journey. It's being immersed in the music so deeply that, it just kind of takes you another place.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today, Aaron. It was so good to hear all about your journey.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. And that is all we have time for today. We hope you enjoyed our show and remember, have a great night, have a safe night, and we'll see you out there. This is Beatmatch.